Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to start the numerical section of chapter number 1. The numerical section, the numerical problems of this chapter involve just two basic formulas. Mentioned here. First formula is number of moles. Number of moles is equals to mass in grams divided by molar mass. Number of moles is equals to mass in grams, the mass given in the question divided by molar mass of the particular species mentioned there. Second formula, number of particles is equals to mole into Na. Number of particles is equals to moles multiplied with Na. Number of particles can be atoms, molecules or ions, and this Na, as we did earlier, denotes Avogadro's number, which is mathematically 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Now these are the two basic formulas which we are going to apply either directly or we will expand or modify the formulas according to the requirement of the question. Now let's see how can we modify our first equation to calculate the requirements of the question or the second one. Now we will study that how the equation of moles, the formula to calculate moles, can be used to calculate mass if moles are given in the question. Now looking at the formula, number of moles is equals to mass in grams divided by molar mass. Now if the question is demanding to calculate mass and moles are given as a data in the question, so you are going to apply this formula and you will rearrange the quantities, the values there to calculate mass. So mathematical process will be applied. You will multiply molar mass on both sides of the equation, multiplying molar mass on the left and right side of the equation. So you will get mass is equals to molar mass multiplied with number of moles. So in this way, equation number 1 can be applied to calculate mass if moles are given in the question. Now, we are learning to apply our second equation, that is number of particles is equal to moles multiplied with Na, Avogadro's number. How we can apply this formula to calculate number of moles if the number of particles are given in the question. This equation can be used to calculate number of moles if number of particles, that is atoms or molecules, are given in the question. Again, mathematically dividing Avogadro's number on both sides, they will be left with number of moles only there on that side of the equation. So this formula will be modified to moles is equal to number of particles divided by Na. So in this way, we have modified our equation number 2 to another equation B, through which we can calculate the number of moles for that particular number of particles of a substance. The same equation can be expanded to apply in another way. The equation says number of particles is equals to moles into Na. We can expand this equation as follows by putting the value of moles as we did in our equation number 1. So number of particles equals to moles into Na. Place the value of moles, the formula of moles here. So instead of moles, we are just placing its formula which we learned. So that says moles is mass over molar mass. So Na, the Avogadro's number, remains at its own place. So now the formula is modified to number of particles is equal to mass divided by molar mass into Na. Now the application of this formula. This formula can be applied to calculate the number of particles if mass is given in the question. So for given amount for given mass of a particular substance, for particular species, we can calculate its number of particles, whether it's molecules or atoms, applying this formula. While in equation number 2, we can calculate the number of particles only if directly moles are given to you. So that's the difference in these two equations. This equation can only be applied if moles are given. But if instead of moles you are given with the mass and you are asked to calculate number of particles. So mass is given instead of moles and you are asked to calculate number of particles for that particular substance. So you will be applying this formula. You will expand your basic equation and you will apply this formula and put the values in the equation and you can easily calculate your number of particles. Now, using the equations we discussed earlier, we are going to solve self-assessment 1.9 on page number 23 of your textbook. Question number 1 of this self-assessment says, the molecular formula of a compound using for bleaching hair is H2O2. Calculate. Now it has two parts. Mass of the compound that would exactly weigh 2.5 moles. And part B asks you to calculate number of moles of this compound that weighs 30 grams. Now we'll be solve part A first. As we read in the question, in part A, you are given with the moles of hydrogen peroxide, that is H2O2. So, to solve the numerical, we have to follow the proper method, the proper strategy. First of all, you have to write the data. What is data? It is the given information in the question. So, for part A, just number of moles are given. After writing the given information, you have to look into the question, what is being asked, what you are asked to calculate. So that is to find. So you are asked to find mass of 2.5 moles of hydrogen peroxide. Writing all the given information and the required things from the question, now we'll move to solution. Starting solution, the first step is to write your formula. It's compulsory to write the basic formula which you come to know after understanding your data and the things to find. The formula will be applied here. Moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Now, after writing the formula, your next step is to tally your formula with your data. You have to find out which quantities you are already having in the data and which are still missing. Now, if I tally my formula with the data, moles, yes, I have moles there. Mass to find, yes, I can. And next is molar mass, which I don't have there, but from my previous knowledge, I can calculate it. So, now I'll calculate my molar mass first. So for this, I'll write a proper statement, molar mass of hydrogen peroxide. This proper statement is compulsory to write. If you just write molar mass, so you have to move again and again to your question for the formula while you will be putting the values. So write a complete sentence there, molar mass of H2O2. Now as we did earlier, now by putting the mass, atomic masses of these elements there and taking their sum, we'll calculate the molar mass. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. And how many atoms are there? Yes, 2. So we'll multiply that 1 with 2 and we'll take its sum. We'll put addition sign there. Then we'll put the atomic mass of next element, oxygen, that is 16. And we'll multiply with the number of atoms present there. So it's 2. So we multiply that 16 with 2. Now multiply it. 2 ones are 2 and 16 twos are 32. Taking their sum, it's 34 grams per mole. So now 34 grams per mole is the molar mass of hydrogen peroxide. So coming back to our formula, Now we'll put all these values from the data and from the calculated mass. We'll put there in the formula by putting the values in our equation number 1. Equation 1 says moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Put the values of moles from the data 2.5. Then mass to be calculated, so it will remain as it is, and molar mass from there we calculated earlier, so it is 34 grams per mole. We put it here. Now we know that we want to calculate mass, so we have to take this 34 on the other side of equation. So we'll apply mathematical procedure, and mathematically this will be multiplied on the other side of equation as it is being divided here. So mass will be equal to 2.5 into 34. And using your calculators, as at this level you are allowed to use your scientific calculators, so you'll multiply 34 with 2.5 and it is 85 grams. So the mass of hydrogen peroxide is 85 grams. Now the unit is very important to write because it carries marks in your question. So this is our answer. Mass will be 85 grams. Now coming to part B of the same question. Part B says that calculate the number of moles of hydrogen peroxide that exactly weighs 30 grams. Now again, following the steps, we have to write the data. So in the question, mass is given, that is 30 grams, and we are asked to calculate moles. So to find, it is moles. Nothing else is given in this part, so we'll move to solution. In solution, again our first step to write the formula based on our data and required substance. Moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Our formula, moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Now after writing your formula, you have to tally your formula with your given data and the substances to find. So moles to be calculated, yes. Mass is there, yes, we can put the value of mass. Again molar mass, so we'll calculate molar mass there. So as we did earlier, molar mass of hydrogen peroxide, molar mass is calculated by putting the atomic masses with the number of atoms in the particular compound and then they are taking sum. So we did this, putting its mass 1 multiplied with 2 plus 16 mass of oxygen into 2 number of atoms there, taking its sum, it is 34 grams per mole. So this is the mass of hydrogen peroxide. Now putting all these values in equation 1. Equation 1 says moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Now moles to be calculated, mass from data, it is 30 grams, and molar mass as we calculated, it is 34. So 30 divided by 34, using your calculators, you divide 30 by 34 and you get 0.88 moles. Now moles when we write as a unit, so unit of moles is MOL. We exclude, we remove E from the end. So it is MOL. So moles are 0.88 moles. Question number 3 of this self-assessment. Question number 3 says, before the digestive system acts rate, people are required to swallow suspensions of barium sulfate BaSO4. Calculate mass of 1 mole of barium sulfate. Now again, data, what's given in the question? Number of moles, that is 1. And you are asked to calculate its mass. So to find mass. Coming to solution, writing formula, moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Now calculating molar mass of barium sulfate there, using the strategies as we discussed earlier in great detail. So you have to follow the steps, calculated it, it's 233 grams per mole. Now placing all the values from the data and the calculated molar mass in equation number 1. So moles equals to mass over molar mass is the equation. Put their values. Moles 1, mass to be calculated, molar mass 233. You are going to calculate mass. So take 233 on the other side of the equation by multiplying with both sides. So mass will be equal to 1 multiplied with 233. Mass equals to 233 grams. Now moving towards our self-assessment 1.10. This self-assessment is comprised of two parts. We will be solving question number 2. A method used to prevent rusting in ships and underground pipelines involves connecting the iron to block of a more active metal such as magnesium. This method is called cathodic protection. How many moles are present in 1 billion 1 into 10 raised to power 9 atoms of magnesium? How many moles of magnesium are present? So let's move towards the solution. Coming to its data, number of atoms is given. So number of atoms of magnesium 1 into 10 raised to power 9. To find the moles is to be calculated. Solution. Now we see that atoms and moles are discussed in the question. So we are going to apply our equation about number of particles. So which particles are discussed here are atoms. So we will modify our equation as number of atoms is equals to moles into Na. Na is Avogadro's number. Now Na is Avogadro's number. Its mathematical value is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Put all these values in equation number 1. In equation number 1, number of atoms are given, so we will place them from the data, that is 1 into 10 raised to power 9. Moles to find, and value of Avogadro's number is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. You will be calculating moles, so divide this number on both sides of equation. So we will get moles is equal to 1 into 10 raised to power 9 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Using your calculators, do this calculation, divide this value by this, and we will get 1.66 into 10 raised to power minus 15 mole, MOL as a unit. So this is the answer for this question. In continuation to our self-assessment 1.9 and 1.10, we are starting with the numericals of exercise. Question number 6. Calculate the number of moles of each substance in samples with the following masses. This question contains part A to part E, but we'll be solving part B and E only for your convenience. Rest of the parts are your homework to assess and check yourselves. Part B, calculate the number of moles for 250 milligrams of carbon. So come to its solution. Data. Mass is given, that is 250 milligrams. So mass here is in milligrams. So you have to convert this unit into grams first. So we know milli stands for 10 raised to power minus 3. So we just remove this milli sign and we put its value, so it will be easily converted into grams. So 250 milligrams is equals to 250 into 10 raised to power minus 3 grams. To find is number of moles of carbon. Solution, its formula first. Moles and mass is discussed. So again obviously the moles formula. Moles equals to mass over molar mass. Calculating molar mass of carbon. So atomic mass of carbon is 12. For just one atom we are calculating 12 grams per mole. Now by putting all these values from the data and these calculated values in equation number 1, which is moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Mass in the data is 250 into 10 raised to power minus 3 and molar mass which we calculated is 12. So using your calculators, divide the values, you will get 0.02 moles. This is your answer. Now coming to part E of this question. Part E says that you are given with 1.5 kilograms of magnesium oxide. Now part E, Calculate the number of moles for 1.5 kilograms of magnesium oxide. Data, mass is given 1.5 kilograms. You are asked to calculate number of moles. Again we see the mass is not in grams, it is in kilograms. So we have to convert it into grams first. We know the symbol kilo stands for 10 raised to power 3 or 1000. So just place its value there. Instead of k, we just write its value. So 10 raised to power 3. So 1.5 into 10 raised to power 3 grams. This will be your mass. So now putting the coming to the solution, moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Calculating molar mass of magnesium oxide. So atomic mass 24, 1 atom, oxygen's atomic mass 16, and then we solve it, we get 40 grams per mole. Now putting all these values in equation number 1, moles is equals to mass over molar mass. Mass from the data, molar mass as we calculated, we solved, and the answer is 37.5 grams per mole. Sorry, 37.5 moles. Now, another point, just to remind you people, that for atomic masses, you are referred to page number 44 of chapter 3. The periodic table, as we discussed earlier in the topic of atomic masses. So you can take help from there to put the atomic masses in the equation if there is any problem.
Now moving towards question number 7 exercise. Calculate the mass in grams of each of the following samples. Now in this question you are asked to calculate mass. This question contains part A, B, C, D and E. We'll be solving part D only. Rest of the parts are just like this, except for part C, where you have to focus on the statement that 0.25 moles of steam. What is steam? Steam is gaseous form of water. So chemically it will be written as H2O. So no other ambiguity in these parts. I'll be solving part D only. So move towards its solution now.
1.05 moles of copper sulfate, and you are asked to calculate its mass. Data, moles are given there, mass to be calculated. Solution, writing formula first. Moles will be equal to mass in grams over molar mass. Checking the data and the formula, we don't have molar mass. So calculating the molar mass, putting the atomic masses there, multiplying with the number of atoms for all the elements. Now here one more thing which should be kept in mind, that molar mass is the sum of atomic masses of all the atoms. So this dot is not that algebraic dot which in maths we replace it by multiplication. It will be replaced by addition sign here, as definition says that it is the sum of all the masses. So now taking the sum of all these masses plus 5, this 5 is only with the molecule of water, that 5 molecules or 5 moles of water attached with copper sulfate. So rest of the same as we calculate the molecular mass of water. So now taking its sum, it's 249.5 grams per mole. Now putting these values in our equation, number of moles 1.05 from the data, mass to find, molar mass as we calculated right now 249.5. Take this mass on the other side of equation, multiply it, you will get 261.975 grams. So this is the required answer for this part.
Now question number 8 of review exercise. Calculate the number of molecules present in each of the following samples. This question is comprised of 4 parts. We'll be solving only part number A to just reinforce your concept of the molecule formula to find the number of particles. So coming towards the solution of part A asks you to calculate number of molecules for 2.5 moles of carbon dioxide.
Given information in the question is number of moles 2.5, and you are asked to find number of molecules. Coming to solution, its formula, Molecules is equals to moles into Na. Na, Avogadro's number. We know its mathematical value. So now putting the values in this equation, molecules is equals to moles from data 2.5. Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Calculated, we solved. So it is 1.5 into 10 raised to power 24 molecules.
Exercise, just with the difference that there we calculated number of molecules and now we are calculating number of atoms. We'll apply the same formula and same method will be used. So coming towards its solution, part A, calculate number of atoms for 3.4 moles of nitrogen atoms. Data 3.4 moles. To find number of atoms. Coming to solution, formula, the same formula which we are using for number of particles, here atoms, moles into Na, Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Placing in the formula the values given, number of atoms is equals to moles into Na, moles 3.4, Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Multiplying the values, we'll get our answer 2.04 into 10 raised to power 24, which is the number of atoms for the given part. Now, starting question number 15, calculate the mass of following. Now in this question, you are given with number of particles, whether atoms or molecules, and you are asked to calculate mass for these particular atoms and molecules of substances. For this question, we are going to solve part B for you. Rest of the parts are your self-test. Coming to the solution of part B. Part B, calculate the mass of 2 into 10 raised to power 10 molecules of nitrogen gas. Now data, number of molecules 2 into 10 raised to power 10. To find is to calculate mass. Formula will be using the number of particles, the number of molecules is equals to moles into Na, Avogadro's number. Now, if we tally our formula with the data, we are not given with the moles, but we don't have any other formula to apply. So what we are going to do is, we'll expand this equation. We'll open up this formula in this way. Number of molecules is equals to mass over molar mass into Na. Now what is this mass over molar mass? It is the expanded form of moles. It is the formula for moles. We just placed its formula in its place. So we got this equation. Now this can fulfill the demand of the question. For it, we have to calculate the molar mass of nitrogen gas first. Now one thing which we have to keep in our mind here is that nitrogen is in gaseous state here. So in gaseous state, it is in molecular state. So we'll take, and it is in the form of N2. So we are going to calculate the molar mass of nitrogen gas, that is 2 atoms of nitrogen. So it is 28 grams per mole. Now putting all these values from here and from the data into our equation number 2, we'll get, putting the values of molecules, 2 into 10 raised to power 10. Mass to be calculated, molar mass 28, Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. Now following the mathematical operations, taking both these values on the other side according to mathematical rules, we get, if we take mass one by one, so mass will be divided on the other side of equation and the Avogadro's number will be multiplied. So you'll get the finally mass is equals to 2 into 10 raised to power 10 divided by 28 and multiplied with your Avogadro's number. Using calculator, we calculated, we solved, and our answer is 4.3 into 10 raised to power 23 grams, which is the answer for which is the mass for 2 into 10 raised to power 10
molecules of nitrogen gas.